This is the Buck 1. Nope, that's the wrong number. Buck 375 came in this box. Honestly, pretty useless. It might have been used. I got it at Walmart for like 15 bucks, which was a pretty good deal relatively to how it seems to be priced online, which is closer to 25 bucks. So, was it that much of a deal? I guess so. It is a case knife, and as you can see, it is incredibly small. The other smallest knife that I have here is my Civivi Mini Elementum. As you can see, these are both puny, smaller than my finger. You could probably find their sizes online. The Mini Civivi folded up is like 2.5 inches. The Buck 375 Deuce, I believe, is what it is, just over 2.5 inches, and it has two slip joint knives. I normally am not into slip joints, but they kind of scare me a little. But this little sheep's foot blade is under an inch and a half, and yeah, that's about as far out as it goes. And this clip point, I believe this is drop point. No, it might be a drop point. This is, ooh, I would say the cutting edge is, oh, it's definitely under 2 inches. And since it's not a locking blade, its cutting edge is 1.5, 1 and 6/8 inches. It's very small. This is actually probably illegal pretty much everywhere except for maybe TSA. It is very small, but also not probably that heavy. So if you do accidentally slam the slip joint on your finger, it's probably not going to be that devastating. It's a little sharp, but hey, it is tiny. Now, the biggest thing is this is adorable. And normally a case knife like this would have multiple knives out here so that you can do multiple functions. Hunter trapper knives like these have a long history, but they are usually bigger. And with this being so small, it's honestly more of a novelty. This would have been an unboxing, but again, that box is useless. Um, so the thing about this knife also is that let's see, I don't remember the steel for this. It doesn't say. You can probably find it online, but it says Buck 375 on this, and it says Buck on here, and it weighs, oh, probably less than an ounce. 0.71 ounces. That is really small. Now, again, you might be like, well, there are uses for a knife that's small, and you would be right. But the thing, part of why I think it's a novelty is the fact that while the smallest other knife I have doesn't have a pocket clip, the Mini Civivi Elementum, it does, however, have the ability to put a key ring through this. And so this is designed to be a keychain knife. It is really good action for this tiny flipper. And it can do some really quick cuts. And if you keep this on a keychain, it's actually quite effective. This has no pocket clip or lanyard hole. There is nothing on here that implies that you can keep this anywhere else besides your pocket. And that means that if you actually try and use it and take it about somewhere without any mod work on it, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it. It's too small. It's under an ounce, and I put it in my little pouch here, and it disappeared into this hole. I literally thought I lost it. If you put it in this little knife pocket here, this little pocket here, it fits in there perfectly, but you will forget it, and it will go into the wash, and it will clunk a dunk a dunk, and it's gonna get fucking wrecked probably because I doubt this blade is rust proof or anything. Eventually, if I do make a review on it, I will find the blade steel because I usually try and do that ahead of time, but pretend this was an unboxing. I don't really know what this sheep's foot is going to be useful for because originally sheep's foot blades were used to clean the hooves of sheep, and there's no sheep this small. But I will say that for a knife this small and cute, it's charming, and it has kind of the charm of a case knife without the sort of use case of it. Sorry, this is just so blurry. It's late at night. So, yeah, it's got Maybe. Unfortunately, the only information I could find on it seemed to have implied two types of wooden handles, and this I'm not fully convinced is wood. I truly do not know. Uh, but a steel back liner and what looks to be brass for the rest of the handles, and some hammered in pegs. But this is a traditional ass case knife, and again, most times if people see a case knife like this, it's so old school and classy that again, I don't think anyone has ever used a. I mean, part of why non-locking blades. I honestly, there's not really a good reason in my opinion for like the UK laws being so strict on like locking blades opposed to non-locking blades. Like, yeah, a non-locking blade for like a Swiss Army knife or something like this is incredibly non-threatening. But there's not really a strong difference in terms of like whether or not it's more dangerous or less dangerous. If anything, I would say that a locking blade is safer. I don't know. It depends. And obviously, like I have thoughts on guns. I'm sure that a lot of people who might view this channel would have different thoughts than me. But I think it can be argued that a knife has so many uses. It's very, very. It's one of mankind's oldest inventions, and yes, it can be used dangerously, but it is a tool first and foremost. Um, and I don't really know if I can say the exact same thing for a gun in terms of my daily usage. I don't necessarily even use a knife very often, but anyways, the Buck 375 Deuce is adorable and largely ornamental. It is probably not very helpful. But if you can find use for this and you can do so without risking loss of it, good for you, because this is largely just going to stay on my desk in my collection. It was like 15 bucks, so anyways, I tried to find the Walmart Ozark Trail 7.5 folding knife, the one that looks like a bug out. Um, I accidentally bought a bug out clone. Oops, I thought it was a real one. It was on eBay. And then I lost the pivot screw immediately. But, anyways, I failed to find the Walmart knife that everyone has been raving about lately. It looks like an orange bug out, but it's $10. And it keeps being sold out. And I was like, oh man, the only Walmart that has it in stock is like 40 minutes from where I live. But thankfully, we had a cousin's party today, and I was like, I'll do it then. And yesterday, I checked to see if it was in stock and said yes. And today, it wasn't, and I was really sad. But I decided to leave Walmart with this adorable little thing. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Check out the coffee. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. And, yeah.